Wojta, hey.
My video editor, and he's gonna help us check out my hometown. Yay, let's go. Okay, so just walking down the street, you might miss it, but look at this. That's amazing. Isn't it cool? So, something you're not gonna see on most tours is Brunswick. And that is the story of the night with, when you look on the other side, you'd see the two-tailed red lion on the other side of him. And that's where the two-tailed Czech lion of Bohemia comes from, is the story of Brunswick. And the link to that story will be down in the comments. Showing you things off the beaten path that you wouldn't be seeing as a tourist. But this is my favorite thing about Prague. This is the orloj, or the astronomical clock. And if they don't show it to you on your tour, you got ripped off. Because this is amazing. You have to plan to be here on the hour though. Because if you look up top, there's some little doors and things. And all the saints and the devil and everybody's going to come running around, and you'll get a whole big show as the clock strikes on the hour. So be sure that you're here to see it when it's on the hour. So this place, Kamysky náměstí, used to be called U tanku, meaning at the tank, because there was a big Soviet tank here. But as you can see, it now, when the weather's nice, is a beautiful fountain. And this is significant to me because over there, and the apartment was number 7, Kinsky náměstí, which was one of the balconies right up there on the first floor, above ground floor. Isn't that cool? So here I am at the column of Svatého Vojtech, and his name actually means consoler of the troops, I believe. Svatého Vojtech. And it's a really cool saint at the top of a column there, and he's just standing at the intersection. And that's one of the things that's so neat about Prague, that it's full of all of these beautiful little things that natives take for granted because they're everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's something so cool to look at that you really need to pay attention to see the cool things. So it's time to take a little break, just sit here on the benches with a nice view all around. And all the nice people walking down the street. And I'm just gonna have me some little lemon wafers. And of course, hydrate, some water. And after this, we're gonna keep going. So here is the memorial to King Charles IV. Karel IV. He's the king that I grew up knowing the most about. That he was the golden age king of the Czechs, king of Bohemia. I believe he was the king, the Holy Roman Emperor. I'm gonna have to look that one up. You'll have to help me with that, Vojta. Anyway, Karel IV, Charles IV, king, founded Charles University, the oldest university in the world. And my dad actually graduated from Charles University Medical School. So I think that's kind of cool. And the university is housed all around town in all kinds of different places. But right here, you have a basilica. And we're not going to go into it like to film it, but I'm going to go and check it out. And the police museum is right here, which is very interesting. And here, kind of off the beaten path, is a really neat garden. You shouldn't miss the bastion. So here's an installation with an amazing view. And you can see Vyšehrad over that way. And the more modern side of the city over here. And then new city, old city, all mixed. Very cool, huh? Okay, and here we have the bastion walls, more of it, and some really cool stairs that we're gonna have to go up. So, there's the wall, all the way up there. And then here's some really cool stairs, but it's a lot of stairs to go up. So, yay. There are the walls to protect the city of Prague back in the day. And remember, there's the monastery up there and everything. So this is where they took shelter. So, after a long day of sightseeing and walking, hither, thither, and yon, and uphill and downhill, and oh my God, I'm exhausted, I think I've earned myself a beer. So, a toast to you, to the end of the day, and a lot of fun today. Now, I hope I've given you some fun things to check out. I hope you make it to Prague and that you're actually able to enjoy some of this wonderful beer on your own. So this is where they took my great-grandparents, Gabriela and Arthur Bachner. This is Terezín. This is the prison portion of Terezín, known as the Small Fortress. This isn't the ghetto, but this is where they took people to die. This is the part that they didn't show the Red Cross of the beautiful little city of the ghetto of Terezín, or as the Germans called it, Theresienstadt. This is the history of my family. Oh, this was how my great-grandfather and my great-grandmother came to Terezín. And here is a memorial to so many who never left. They were part of the evacuation, if you will, to Auschwitz, and they were finally put to death in Auschwitz-Birkenau. To remember the names, Gabriela and Arthur Bachner. They served their time here in Terezín, in the ghetto, and then we think probably here, at least Grandpa came here. Never forget the cruelty that happens when good people don't stand up and say, no, this is wrong. When good people are too scared for their own lives to say, this is wrong. This is what happens. Hey there, hi there, ho there, check it out. Look where we are. Hey, we are at the Technical Museum in Libert. That's a really cool place you're gonna wanna see. I'll put the details in the description here. But look at all the cool things. There's a train. Check it out. And then look, there's a different kind of steam engine. Woo, woo. Let's go check out the rest of the museum. All right, 4 wheels move the body, but 2 wheels move the soul. Check it out. We have a Java robot from 1937. And then we have the 175cc. Woo, look at that. From 34 to 46, they built this. And then we're getting even bigger. We got a 250. 500. This is really cool. Look at that. It's got the speedometer up here. We've got the gas tank, and it has a gauge on it. Hello. But of course, it still had the oil reservoir, but look at that. It's got a compartment to keep stuff, and you can access the chain that way too. Isn't that cool? And here's one with more storage. This is the 250 that they made from 54 to 62. That was in 1929 arrival. They had the hand shift. That's dangerous, a hand shifter, wouldn't it be? I wouldn't ride one with a hand shifter, would you? No. Oh, and of course, you notice the oil pans. Yes, oil pans under the bikes. Yeah, it's marking its territory, this British Excelsior. There we go. And here is another Burmerland, like we saw at the Barber Museum. This is a different model that doesn't have a sidecar. And here's a little write-up about it. And here is a historical auto. And it, to me, is very significant because Thomas Garrig Masaryk, his middle name, Garrig, was his married name because that was his wife's name, Garrig. So his name was Thomas Masaryk. He got married and took her name as part of his name, which was very unusual for the time. And I always found that interesting because my grandmother, back in the 1930s, hyphenated her name as well. She was a very well-known author, Milada Pachnerova, and she married Thomas, another Thomas, Scala. And so she kept her maiden name and hyphenated her married name. So she was Milada Pachnerova Skalova. So back in the 30s, she was a very liberated professional woman, way before women's lib came to be. And this is then the second building. And you've got cars, lots and lots of cars. All kinds of really cool cars. Look, it's a Bentley. It's the Bentley Derby. You're gonna see things here that you're not gonna find anywhere else, guys. It is cool. And of course, no luxury display is cool without the ubiquitous Cadillac with the fins on the back. What a classic. And of course, the earlier Cadillac. Totally cool collection, guys, isn't it? And so, a toast to you. I hope you're able to come out and enjoy your own Czech adventure and see all the sights and things off the beaten path. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of a taste of Prague that I've given you, checking out my hometown. If you're enjoying any of this, please remember to like and share. And if you have any other places you'd like me to check out, put it in the comments or you can DM me. And as always, please, 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 I'd love for you to visit project247.org. The information is down in the description. So until then, nasledano.